How you doing? Me, myself, I'm doing great. Soaking up this sun. Oh, I got hair on my lip. It's the nicest day so far of the year. So I thought I'd come out here and take advantage of this good lighting. It's very bright out, so that's why I'm squinching my eyes. Me and my baby and the cat out here, and I'm having some midday steaming hot coffee on a hot day. It don't get better than this. So anyways, I just wanted to talk about, what are you doing with your life? Are you really making the most of your time? Are you really making the most of your time in this vessel? Be nice. Be nice to the kitty. And are you really following through with your destiny? Are you setting goals? Are you chasing your dreams? Or are you sitting on the couch, scrolling, or watching TV, watching other people live their lives?
Mama!
Yes?
Mama!
You want some of that? Get your bib on. Are you taking time to find hobbies and activities to do? Or are you just sitting around wondering why you're not happy with your life? When you get an idea or find something interesting, do you hop on it? Or do you just go year after year after year wishing you had something to do, wishing you had something to be proud of, wishing you had something fulfilling? I think one of the most important things about living a happy life is personal fulfillment. What do you have to be proud of? Do you do a craft? Do you play a sport or an instrument? Or do you write? Anything. I feel like one of the most untrue things that you can ever say is, I don't have anything to do. We live in a world with a million times infinity things to do. So why would you ever sit around and waste a moment or a day or a year or a decade not taking advantage of your life, not grabbing life by the ball sack? The time is now. The place is here. If you want to plant that garden, plant it. You want to paint that picture? Go buy some canvases and some paints. Paints is 50 cents at Walmart. You could get canvases for $5. Paint. Buy you some cheap paints and paint on a piece of wood. You want to draw? Pencil and paper. And just start. I think there's a quote by Buddha, I believe. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with one single step. Take that first step. Pick up the instrument. Pick up the book. Read it. Learn it. Take advantage of you in a good way. There's a million things for you to do. Use your phone. And instead of scrolling and scrolling and scrolling through drama and nonsense, scroll through a list of things to do. Get a life. Find something that can develop you, something that you can blossom through. I know me, myself, I'm a professional procrastinator. I have a million hobbies, but when it comes down to actually doing them and completing work, I'm an artist. I have a 500,000 half-finished projects around my home, but I also have a lot of completed ones, and I have a lot of ideas in my mind, and I'm just trying to make them real. One step at a time. One step at a time. I know people make a lot of New Year's resolutions and don't follow through with them, and I myself am guilty of that almost every year. But one resolution I made this year was, if I want to do something, do it now. Need some help? If I want to do something, I'm going to do it now. If I get an idea, hop on it. Do it now and work on it until you complete it. Because if you procrastinate, the energy of that idea will eventually dissipate. And then it will never happen. And then here you are, 20 years later, wondering why you never did that. Why you never lived your life. Why you never did all of the simple things you could have done that would have brought so much happiness. What are you waiting for? Stop waiting to start your life. Lele, be nice. I feel like there's so many people waiting for some moment or something or some other person to come along to give them permission or a chance to live and to enjoy their life. But the only thing you need to enjoy your life is you. Anything that ever sparked your interest, go ahead and try it out. If you like to sing, sing. Record yourself. See how you sound. Go to a studio. They got cheap studios you can record a song for $25. They'll give you a beat. Write some lyrics. Record it. Listen to yourself and be proud. Do it again and again and again until you're a professional at whatever you do. Until you're very, very proud at whatever it is you do. And don't get discouraged just because you try something one time and it doesn't come out the way you thought. Careful. Hold on. Don't let anybody's negative attitude discourage you from doing something that you like. Because honestly, a lot of times when people have something negative to say about something that you're proud of, it's just a highlight of their own insecurities. So, ignore the negative Nancy's. You know what? Sometimes the most negative Nancy is you. Ignore that voice in your head that says you can't do it. I can't do it, I'll never be good enough, I'll never be as good as her or him, I'll never make it. You keep listening to that voice, then that's exactly what will be true. No, Alasia, I don't want you to go down there. Stay up here with mama. Stay up here. If you listen to that voice that says I can't do anything, I'll never be anyone, then that's exactly what you'll be. You'll be a no one. A no one to yourself and a no one to the world. Have you done anything worth remembering? Try to imagine yourself 50 years from now and look back. Do you really want to look back at your life? No, Lele, you're gonna make a mess. You want your toys all yucky? Do you really want to look back at your life and say, I wish I would have done this, I wish I would have done that? What if I could have been this or that? Or why didn't I? Why didn't I talk to the person? That's another thing. There's so many people wondering why they're alone. Why they don't have companionship, friendship. But anytime someone tries to speak to you, you shut them down or turn away or divert your eyesight. Open yourself up to people, because opening yourself up to people, every person you open yourself up to and connect with, that's a whole new world of possibilities for living. Making a mess with his snack. Every new person you meet, that's a million new ideas, a million new possibilities, a whole nother network of people to meet that can introduce you to more things to do. No, don't do that, because you can't go down there and get it. So why would you push it down there? Leave it up here. Look up online things to do in your area. If you don't have money, look up free stuff. I know here in my city, the art museum is free every first Thursday of the month. Yes? You shouldn't even put that down there. I'm going to get it one time. That's it. I'm not going to keep getting it. One time. I'm almost done. Hold on. She put her truck down the steps. No! You're just going to do it again? Okay, it's going to stay there then. She ain't do it that time. But yeah, the art museum is free every first Thursday. Go to the art museum. Get some inspiration. Meet some people. Smile. That's one thing you need to do to open yourself up to people. Is smile. You never know how far a simple smile could go. You know, you could meet somebody who just so happens to be interested in something that you're interested in, but you never know. But yeah, you know, you could go anywhere and meet someone who's interested in something that you're interested in, but you never know how to pursue it. And, you know, next thing you know, you're talking to them and they bring it up and they say like, oh yeah, I'm doing that this weekend. You know, you're free to join me if you'd like. And there you are, set up, on your way to getting a life. You got to get out here. You were put in this body, in this vessel, in this life, in this location for a reason. So why not live every season to the fullest? Why not grasp every possibility that comes your way? Why not take advantage of the infinite potential energy that is you? Is it because someone told you you can't do it? Well, you know what? They were wrong. You can do it if you let yourself. Is it because you're not happy with yourself? Well, listen here, honey. Do you know? Do you really know or ever think about how many different people had to come together over hundreds and thousands of years for it to lead to your creation and the creation of you just the way that you are right now, right here, right now? Do you ever think about that? You're not here by chance. You're here for a reason. So do you have reason in your life? Or are you waiting? So I was wondering why I kept getting cut off, and it's because I had a whole lot of extra unnecessary crap saved in my gallery. So I went and deleted a lot of stuff. So anyways, are you living with reason? Do you ever sit in a quiet room and get a feeling in your chest, in your heart, in your body, in your mind, and it feels like you're lacking, like an emptiness, a yearning, but you can't quite put your finger on it. You don't know what it is. You know what that feeling is? It's a lack of you. While you're so busy scrolling on social media and Pinterest and whatever it is you scroll on, watching people on TV or looking out your window, wondering why everyone has something to do except you, looking at other people living their lives and wishing you could do that too. You can do that too. Like I said, you are a vessel of infinite potential energy. Why not take advantage of every moment? Even if it's just something simple, a simple art craft, or, you know, playing the most basic level of an instrument. Something. Other than consuming. Are you just a strict consumer? Is that all you do? What are you producing? What are you creating? You were created to create. What have you created today? What have you created this week? What have you created this year? If you look back and you can't say anything, it's really time for some serious reflection. And when I say create, I don't mean it doesn't have to be an art project. I know everyone isn't an artist, but create something. Create can be so much more. You know what? I feel like everyone is an artist in their own way. Cooking is an art. Did you create a meal? Did you create a delicious meal? Careful. Or are you just eating processed crap every single day? Did you... You okay? You need some coconut? Whoa. Whoa, now. It's a little windy out here. My tripod fell over. Hold on, baby. I might just hold it down. Open her snack. But yeah. Did you create a new hairstyle for yourself? Did you create a new relationship? A friendship? Did you what are some other things to be created? Did you create a new setting for yourself in your home? There's so many ways to create. When you're constantly creating, there's no way that life can get stale. When you constantly are doing something new, constantly going somewhere new, life is always new. So venture out. You probably... Yes? What you want? The cap? Careful. You've probably driven down the same block that you live on 1,000,000 times. But have you ever walked? Have you ever walked down that block? Have you ever rode a bike? You'd be surprised at what you'll see, who you'll meet, what you'll experience when you just slow down a bit. Do you go from A to B to C every single day? Maybe you need to go A, B, C, and then back, and then to D. Or maybe you need to go A, B, Z, if that makes sense. You know what I'm trying to say? You know, you get off work and go right home. Get off work and go to the park. Walk around. Go to Goodwill. Find a book. Books is $2 $1 at Goodwill. Get a book and go to the park and sit there and read it. Feel the breeze. Get some vitamin D. You wonder why you're feeling sad? Vitamin D is essential for happiness. A lack of vitamin D leads to an abundance of depression. So lift yourself up. If you need a self-esteem boost, put on a dress. Put on some makeup. Put on a wig. Fix your hair up. Put on a nice suit. Go to lunch. Do something and put yourself out there. Stop waiting to live. The moment is now. It's now. Only when you decide to live will you actually live. Comes down to you. No one's gonna come rescue you from the couch. No one's gonna come rescue you from your bed. No one's gonna take the phone out of your hand and throw it on the ground and tell you to get up, get out, and do something.
Mom.
Yes? You done? You want me to take the cap off? Oh, good job. You put the cap on? Good job. Good job.
Mom.
No one's gonna pick up the hobby and place it in front of you. You have to put yourself in the situation. Now that, maybe that'll happen, but I feel like overall it comes down to you getting up and getting out, going for it. Don't eat that cap. Eat your snack. The sun is getting away from us very quickly, but definitely want to be outside. Like, it's been a long winter sitting inside. A long winter of creating. Going within. But now it's time to get out. It's springtime. Put yourself out there. Go for a jog. Go for a walk. Go for a bike ride. Join a club. Join a team. Do something. You like to play basketball? Go to the courts. I'm sure there's plenty people out there, already out there playing. Join in. Meet some people. Be nice. Be friendly. Go back. See the same people again. Become friends. Open yourself up to a whole new world of possibilities. Stop waiting to live. My plant's just blowing in the breeze. I bring a few of our house plants out for some extra sun and fresh air. And I got a feeling they're loving it. The gate just slammed. Me and my baby is definitely loving it. But yeah, I know one thing for me, I've wanted to make YouTube videos for a very long time, and here I am, finally making them. And you know, when I first started out, I felt kind of uncomfortable and not natural on the camera, but you know, the more I do it, the more I feel natural, the more I feel like I can just really be myself and yeah, be natural. So try something, try a lot of things. I have a challenge for you. I want you to try something, anything new. A new food, a new place, a new route. Try something new every single week. Once a week, do something you've never done. By the end of the year, imagine how many things you'll have done new. And once you get into the habit of trying new things, then you open yourself up to that, and it becomes something normal. It becomes regular. You got snacks all over your baby? Why you do that? She loves talking about yeah, try something new. I know one thing that I've been wanting to do for a long time also is beading, like beading projects with like leather and felt and stuff and seed beads. And I tried it before in the past and I didn't really like it, but I made something that a headband for my daughter. I'll show it in another video. I was actually working on it in one of my previous videos, but when I tried it again a few years later after my first time trying it, I really liked it. Like, doing it just feels really good and really satisfying. And I took on a really big first project, and it took me 2 months. But you know what? I kept working at it. And I wanted to try other projects. I wanted to start a lot of other crafts. But I didn't, because I didn't want to push it to the back burner. So I just kept working and working on it. 2 months later, it's finally done. And I'm very, very, very happy about it, proud of it. I feel like it's something that is going to become an heirloom. You know, something that I hope that she would cherish for the rest of her life and, you know, pass it down. Because I put in work, a lot of time, hours, love, and work and thought into it. And it's like, you know, the whole point of this is it was something that I tried before and I wasn't really feeling it. But I tried it again because it was something that was drawing me into it, and I love it. And now I'm going to do many, many more beading projects. So go for it. Believe in yourself and follow through. I know one of my biggest downfalls is starting a project and getting distracted. I'm too all over the place. Getting distracted, pushing it to the back burner, scooting it to the other side of my desk and starting something new. And then it eventually gets shoved in a drawer, and here I look back, you know, a couple years later, and I'm like, whoa, why didn't I ever finish this? You got to follow through. You are worth it. You are your most important investment, and then it's your children. If you don't invest in you, what example are you setting for your children? If you don't invest in you, what are you investing in? What are you even living for? Just to go through the motions? Just to work and go home and die? After a long life of not being happy? Wake up, go to work, go home, go to sleep, so you can have enough energy to wake up and go to work, and then go home and scroll a little bit, and then go sleep, and then wake up and just do it all over again, over and over and over again, year after year after year, never doing anything fulfilling. Why? How? How could you do this to yourself? Stop living in the lack of you. Once you let yourself be free of all the voices inside and outside that tell you you can't do it, that's when you open yourself up to a whole entire world of things to be happy about, things to be proud of, things to do, places to go, people to see. And it really is an infinitely amazing world. Why wouldn't you want to get out into it? Why wouldn't you want to be a part of all that amazingness? So, guess I'll stop running my mouth for now. But really think about it. And remember my challenge. Try something, anything new every single week. At least one new thing. Let live and let love. Have a nice day.